sinners, and saints. Dust off those horns and halos. It's time for Alley After Dark.
Let me ask you this. Do you give a fuck how others think, talk about you? That was a message I received the other day from a friend of mine who I'm just now getting to know. And obviously, when you receive a message like that, the first thing you think of is, oh God, somebody is out here talking about me again. All I have to say about any of that is that, well, let me just give you my response. Not really. I'm so used to people talking bad about me, I just don't take the time to care. Most of it's lies anyway. And that's the truth, right? People tell lies. Gossip is mostly lies. We've talked about it before on the show, but it is really, really true that lies will spread much faster than the truth does. It feels like a lot of times people don't really want the truth unless it's salacious and scandalous. But why is that? Why do people spread and share lies rather than the truth? I mean, I guess I'm asking that in a way that sounds like I don't know. I just know that I think most people want to think the worst about others and enjoy the damage that a lie can do. I think people are that cruel, that vicious, that uncaring, and it deflects from any gossip about them. If everybody's talking about this other person, they're probably not talking about you at the moment. I just always know that, well, here in the South, we have this saying, the chickens come home to roost. It's just a Southern version of saying karma exists, and you get what you give. If you are a gossiper, a person who spreads lies and rumors, it's going to finally come back to you. And one of the best things that I have done, I think, in my life is just laugh at people when they say, I heard this about you. I just will calmly respond, well, no, that's not true. And they always get surprised that I don't get angry. I mean, honestly, I guess I do. It just is exasperating dealing with people who spread lies as if it's gospel or something. It's like their second nature. But we all know people like that, right? We do. I think the best way to say fuck you to them is to not respond at all and just laugh and dismiss it. And also proving that they're wrong. You know, people were digging my grave for years. People were spreading rumors that I had every disease in the book, that I'd already died once. That was going around. And by existing and living a life and being seen and being happy, it totally blows those rumors out of the water. And it goes back to the person who spread it. Well, why did you tell that when it doesn't seem to be true? You know? Anyway, happy Friday the 13th, sinners and saints. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're looking good and you're feeling sexy and you're horny if you want to be. I'm not really, but I do love Friday the 13th. I think that Jason and I could make a good couple.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Oh, come on. Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th movies. Jesus, you all know who I'm talking about. Come on.
What the hell?
It's kind of rare, isn't it, to have a Friday the 13th in December. Feels very appropriate, in my opinion. Those of us who celebrate the Krampus, and not necessarily St. Nicholas, but it kind of adds a very real sense of horror and Halloweenish mood during Christmas, which I love. And it makes me think about, with the apparent gossip going on about me, it makes me think about urban legends and big-time rumors that happen that have never been proven but still seem to have legs. Like that rumor about Richard Gere and the gerbil, inserting live gerbils up his ass. Seriously, that rumor has been going on for years now, I guess decades, and there's no proof of it. If there was actual proof, you don't think the tabloids would not be all over that? They really would. They would be exposing it with pictures and everything else, or some kind of evidence that Richard Gere or his entourage goes to pet stores to get gerbils. And they'll be going through his garbage to look for gerbil carcasses. I mean, please. But it is a fascinating rumor, isn't it? And there were so many about Michael Jackson when he was alive, like the one where he was supposed to be trying to buy the bones of the Elephant Man, and then he slept in some sort of oxygen chamber, some kind of thing that was supposed to help him with his skin or something, keep him looking young. But goddamn, the amount of plastic surgery he had done, I don't even know if there was any real skin left, was there? Even though he denied ever doing plastic surgery. I mean, god dang, you can look at the pictures from when he was, back in the 70s and 80s to the time that he died. My God, the differences in his face. I mean, there was talk that his nose was going to fall off. He had done so much plastic surgery. All of these things are just crazy rumors that have never been proven. But we do like to think the worst of people, don't we? I mean, I'll be honest, I've heard things, about people that I don't like, and I'll say something like, well, I always suspected that about them. Oh my God, I am so shocked. But not really, just assuming that the rumor is absolute truth, when I know deep down it probably isn't. That's why I'm so grateful that I'm not an A-list superstar. I'm just B-list. I wouldn't want TMZ after me all the damn time, chasing after me, trying to find everything wrong with my life and the people around me. Ugh. Paparazzi. Jesus. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I have been laying awake at night. I don't sleep anyway. You all know that. And I do think about, well, what the hell are they saying about me now? It hasn't got back to me yet. And I really don't obsess about it, but when you get a message like I got, it does sort of linger in the back of your mind, at least for a little while. But I'm just having trouble adjusting to this cold weather. Oh my God. When you have cold weather, your heat comes on a lot, and that just dries your skin and it makes it miserable. You have stuffy nose, snot nose, etc., etc. It aggravates your sinuses. Yeah, I've totally got nerd syndrome. You can tell, right? Totally. But that's why I'm awake even longer than usual at night. Just cannot handle the dryness of the heat. But what are you going to do? I'm sure you all can send me some advice on what I can do to help me sleep a little bit better during this transition into actual winter that I fucking hate. But I'm just curious, really. And I've used the line before when somebody tells me something and I'm like, really? What did I do next? This is really fascinating. I didn't know this about myself. And it always freaks them out when you do that. You have to wonder sometimes, why am I this repeat target of gossip mongers? Why? What did I do to them? It makes me wonder how pathetic their life is if they just continuously spread lies and rumors about me. I mean, what the hell? I'm just really too busy to worry that much about gossip and or spreading it. I mentioned that, just a couple of weeks ago, that there's some people that are listening to the podcast thinking they can figure out who I'm talking about as if I'm gossiping, which I'm not. I'm actually relaying my life events when it's relevant to the podcast, but I'm not trying to just destroy people's lives. That's why I changed the names of people. And I don't really offer very many descriptions of people. Of course, I have the Mohawk Man and a few others, but oh my God, I got a great view of him the other day. Oh, sweet Jesus. We almost bumped face to face into each other. I didn't know he was coming around the aisle, and I was reaching for something. I can't even remember. But wow. Wow. So if you want to spread a rumor about me and the Mohawk Man, or me and Henry Cavill, please feel free. I'm all about that. That only improves my cue. Don't you think? When you think about it, aren't stereotypes just really gossip and rumors, things that have been built up over years, decades? I mean, look at what's happening with the transgender community in this country. All the lies about them and about drag queens. My God, the way they're being painted by the right wing in this country, you'd think that they were all serial killers or something. And it's all just bullshit. But they keep saying it over and over, and their followers will believe it. But it's the same thing you can say about any minority group, right? I mean, look at the things that are said about Jews that stem from World War II and Hitler and the Nazis' hatred of them. Those god-awful stereotypes still carry on to today. The show South Park really does a good job satirically of exposing those kinds of things. But what makes people cling to those stereotypes when they've been disproven over and over and over again? It is just because they want to believe them, right? They want to believe that these groups are that awful. Like when the orange turd is screaming about immigrants in Ohio. They're eating the pets. They're eating the dogs and the cats. Notice how that's gone away, right? Because it's just fucking bullshit. And if you are stupid enough to believe things that outrageously stupid, you are beyond hope. I mean, my God, if you just sat down and thought about it for just a second, you would know that it's not true. I would assume that in Springfield, Ohio, the people love their pets as much as everybody else does around the world. That if their pets were really being stolen and eaten, there would be dozens of police reports. They would be on every media outlet screaming that somebody stole and ate their pets. And you don't see that. But you have these whack jobs just totally elevating this bullshit to where if you keep repeating it, that eventually you'll start seeing that become part of urban legend, of lore. And it really is pathetic, isn't it? How did we get on to this topic when it's Friday the 13th? Who knows? It's how my brain works. Really it is. I guess I could have come up with a good horror story, but this is scary enough, isn't it? Hey, if we're near a Starbucks, can you pull in through the drive-thru? I really would like another venti white chocolate mocha latte. You know what? If you can go down to one of the fast food places and get me a chocolate milkshake, that'll work in its place. If you guys are out there jogging or exercising while you're listening to me, do a couple of sets for me too, okay? Run an extra mile on the treadmill. You can do it. I know you can. I guess people that like to spread rumors, it really does boil down to the fact that they want other people's lives to be as miserable as theirs. That actually makes me feel even better. It must mean that somebody out there thinks that I'm living my best life if they're trying to destroy me or tear me down through gossip and rumors. Of course, there's people that despise me. I know that. There's nobody that's universally loved. No matter how sweet and wonderful they are, there's somebody that hates them. We all know that. Everybody knows that. But it's another level to try to tear someone down with gossip and rumors and lies. Let's be honest. Let's say it. Let's call it what it is. Lies in most cases. You know, it's really fascinating to me too. There is something that I found out about a person that is actually true. I actually did the research and found the evidence that it's true. And I know people that have been told this information, and it is not being spread. It fascinates the hell out of me that people will spread the rumors, the lies, but they won't spread the truth, even if the truth is a horrible thing. It really is bizarre how the human brain works, isn't it? In particular, certain people, I must say. But what prevents a person who is willing to spread gossip from not spreading the truth? What is that combination in your ticker? What's the key to unlock that or lock that to where you will not allow yourself that opportunity to spread a truth about someone versus the lies? Oh, hold up. I just heard my dryer. Hang on a minute. Yes. I do my laundry, okay? Would that be my TMZ scandal? Alan After Dark does laundry while recording podcast episodes. Ooh, boy, really shocking, huh? But as I'm thinking about it, I guess that the reason why the truth doesn't spread like a rumor does, I guess people realize that the truth will actually harm somebody's life. And when they spread gossip, they deep down know that it's a lie and think that it's harmless in a way, even though gossip does damage people's reputation. But to me, the person who's spreading the gossip has to have credibility. And I've yet to meet someone who spreads gossip to ever have credibility. They're always full of shit. So maybe they should be on the National Enquirer's staff, or maybe on TMZ's staff. Maybe that's where they would belong. Because if they can't prove a story, they'll just make it up, right? You know, we're just a couple of weeks from Christmas, so I have a special request. The gift you can give me is get me more listeners. Talk somebody you know into listening to this show. I'd love to have more people listening to the show. Well, like everybody would. You always want more listeners or viewers. It would be a great thing if we can keep building what we've already established here. And the show is growing. We've been growing each week since we started, and that's something. People do like train wrecks. Wait a minute. Am I actually equating, maybe Alan After Dark appeals to gossip mongers and busybodies. Is that what this is? Holy shit. It just now dawned on me that that could be a possibility. This is like a Maury Povich episode, right? Or Jerry Springer or something like that. You know what? I haven't brought that name up in a while, have I? Yeah, I just use that as an excuse. Forgive me. I know you're all not that. You just do enjoy train wrecks, which I can appreciate that, as long as nobody gets hurt. And there are no fist fights on this program, because there's nobody but me in the studio at any given time. I just said studio. No, it's a microphone and a laptop on my desk. We're not high-end up in this trailer, okay? Not that it's a trailer. It's just a condo, and this is my man cave I'm talking from. But you get the idea, right? I guess this makes it more intimate, doesn't it? Anyway, happy Friday the 13th. Go out and have some fun. And if you happen to see Jason Voorhees, tell him Alan said, hey. Thank you for joining me for this wild and wacky episode of Alan After Dark. I hope you haven't been too bored this week, but if you have, drink a little more and it will make it all better. Remember, take life by the balls and be real. We'll see you soon. Thank you.